So in this video, I'm going to be explaining why the kind of content you have been creating has not been working and the right kind of content strategy to attract local clients for your business. And if that make a lot of sense, give me a few minutes of your time and I'm going to be explaining right now. One thing you need to understand is that creating content is one thing, but creating the right kind of content is another thing. And one thing you should understand is this. As a local service business provider, you can't just be creating content. You need to create the kind of content that will attract local clients. And what if I told you that some of these clients are actually looking for you right now as we speak, but they cannot find you? Yes, next 3 clients are already looking for you, but they cannot find you, neither can they find your business. You have been posting good-looking content, and those kind of content have been getting likes, thumbs up. Have you seen content you create and you'll be seeing where don't cease, where don't grow, and they will be hailing you from the comment section. You'll be like, oh God, this is not the kind of response that I want, right? You want people to enter your DM, you want people to email you, you want people to call you for business opportunities, right? That is why you need to take a note about some of the things I will be saying here. You have been creating content, 7 steps to whatever it is that you want to create. 5 ways by which you can do this. When you create those kind of content are good, but it is appealing to everyone. That's one of the biggest challenge why your content is not converting. So take for instance now that I'm creating 5 best tips for service business coaches. And I'm mentioning the tips. Everyone or every coach will actually see this and they will like the video, they will get the tip, but they won't patronize me because I am being generic. So the kind of content I'm creating here is a generic content. You need to shift from creating generic content to specific content for your locality. When I'm going to be explaining some of those things right now. You don't just want people to know what you do. No, you want them to know you do it right here. So one thing you need to do is start using your city name in your actual content. Not just the caption alone, not just the title. It must also be in the video and the post. Let's take for instance now that instead of saying best way to get fit, you can replace it with something like best fitness tips for busy mom in Lekki, Lagos. You see now, so I'm creating content. This content I'm creating now is going to put me into a local algorithm and local clients can actually see me. And it is also easier for me to rank faster with those kind of content because it helps me to do away with competition and quickly get the visibility that you need. Because why? You are not just creating generic content, you are creating specific location-based content, and it is easier to rank this way. Let me be honest with you, I use this strategy a lot, especially for blog creation. When I'm working with some of my clients, maybe some of them in Lagos, when we are working about their content creation, we utilize this strategy a lot. And one thing we always realize is that we can quickly rank faster. Like in fact, we rank faster with this kind of localized content than just creating a generic content that is appealing to almost everyone. Instead of just targeting Lagos as a whole, we target this individual city, region within Lagos. So when we create this content and we index the content, within few days to a week, those content are already ranking. In fact, some of this content are ranking number 1 on Google. It's easier to get this kind of content to rank and ultimately using them to attract the right kind of local lead and customer that you are actually looking for. Another thing I also want to talk about here is this. You also need to start talking about where your audience hangs out, where they can always be found. So not just your service alone. For instance, I could say something like, top 3 cafes in Abuja where I meet clients for discovery calls. You could see now, another example could be that best nail salon in Ikeja if you want peace and vibes. You can get the ideology now. So this kind of content actually build trust without you even trying to sell. The third thing here is that you need to mention location, especially with testimonial based kind of content. So when you share your win online, mention the location. Take for instance something like, I help a Surulere based makeup artist get 10 bookings in 7 days. You get this kind of content signals with people around that locality, and they can easily see you as the expert that can actually help them. Another thing you can possibly also add would be to level it up by creating freebie for your city. You can create lead magnet specifically for a particular city. The reason why this thing works is because people can easily resonate with it. You take for instance 5 best gyms in Lagos for working moms with free day passes, or you could even say something like 3 wedding makeup artists in Abuja and how to book them early. So anyone who actually downloads this, guess what? They are 100% local leads. That's just the truth. But when you tie your freebie to a location, helps you to get those people, more of those people for your business. Going viral is not really the problem. And as a business person, you don't even need to go viral. All you need is to create the kind of content that can attract the right people. I'm not against going viral, but more of the content you create should be to attract the right kind of people that you want for your business. You are not a content creator. You are a conversion strategist. That is one thing you need to know. You can't be creating content like those content creators who are actually looking to get the views, who are actually looking to get 1 or 2 of their content to blow up so that they can get those views, and from there they can monetize their channel. You are actually creating content to attract the right kind of leads for your business. So that is one thing you need to put in mind. Always put this in mind. Local content feels personal, and when it is personal, people can message you, people can DM you. So begin to try these few tips which I've actually mentioned and start seeing how this can improve your lead generation a lot, and possibly tell me what happens in your DM when you have tried it. This is the last episode of our local client attraction 2 to 5 plus client per week system. If you have not watched episode 2 or 1, look up there. There is going to be a pop-up on the screen right now so that you can take and watch those episodes. And till I come your way next time, I wish you all the best, and don't forget to comment, don't forget to share and subscribe.